Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 84. This one reviewing the 870th episode of the One Piece anime. Yeah, and this one pretty much just almost wraps up this entire arc. Yeah, I'm trying to get it open because apparently it wasn't open for some reason. Yeah, the document had it open. Let's see if I can get it here. Well, I know for fact this particular episode adapts chapter 895. Not like half the chapter. It pretty much adapts the whole chapter with the exception of the cover story. Yeah, basically pages 2 through 17. Yep. This one pretty much almost wraps up the entirety of the Luffy vs. Katakuri fight, though the episode opens kind of with basically like normal episodes do, with a recap of what's happened before. And then the episode leads into something I think a lot of people have been looking forward to seeing this particular anime, aside from Luffy vs. Katakuri fight. Gear 4, Snake Man. Yep, Gear 4, Snake Man. Yeah, they actually show the transformation sequence in this very episode. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy the fact it did that. Excuse me. Now, the name of this episode is A Godspeed Fat Fist New Gear 4th Activation. And yeah, it's basically appearance-wise, it's like the Balloon Man. It's like the Bouncy Man form, except that Luffy is not as bulky as he is. It's like he's a bit thinner, and he's actually, if I looked up online, he's actually a little bit weaker in this form. Yeah, and they even showed the flashback the first time he actually went to Gear 4, when he was during the 2-year time skip. Yeah, apparently the past several episodes have been showing flashbacks to do a 2-year time skip. Something the manga didn't do very much. No, but I think for a lot of people, they're probably very happy we actually flashbacks to the 2-year time skip. Show Luffy flying around, in his Gear 4 form, and show off all the moves for chronologically the first time, like his King Kong gun, and of course see him flying. This one has him go all over the place, and during the fight scene, I don't know if anybody notices when they watch this episode. But it seems like though they changed the animation style for this episode to that of the One Piece films. Yes, it's like they took the style from the films for the fight and put in this episode. Basically, it's like much more higher quality than it's been through almost the whole entire series. Yeah, Luffy's arm moves like an actually goes all over the place in here, and Luffy can easily be hurt in this form. I mean, the thing about this form is he actually has greater speed in this form than he does in his Bouncy Man form. That's simply what this form is based upon, speed. Though as for why he chose this particular form, I have no idea. This is actually the third form of Gear 4, but the basic one, the first mode is the Bouncy Man, then of course there's Tank Man, which only appeared for at least 2 episodes of the anime. And in the case of this one appears for this episode, and it's going to appear in the following one. And Luffy has not assumed this form since then. I mean, after this one battle he had with Katakuri, so far he has not assumed it currently in the most recent arc of the series. Though he's not the last few chapters. We also see that, and also in this episode, we also cut to Sanji and Pudding, where they're just arriving back at Coco Island, how they escaped from. Though they had to hide very easily too, like lie on the rug, and having Pudding's jelly, her talking jelly. Well, it's actually her slime. Yeah, talking slime. Cover both of them so that no one will see them. They fly very low under the radar. And of course, Pudding sees her siblings lined up there. Yeah, these are all her siblings. Like every single, I would say a good number of them. I wouldn't say like every single one, but I'd say definitely a good number of them. Yep. Oh, in case you're wondering, Flampy, the little sister of Katakuri, the one who appeared in the past few episodes, yeah, she does not return at all. Like, after she got knocked out, and I checked this now, as far as I'm remembering the manga, she never appeared in the manga ever again. Yeah, she shows up for a few chapters, and that's it. I don't think I think they may have shown all of Big Mom's kids, the ones that are alive anyways, because at least 2 are dead, because she accidentally killed them during one of her hunger plunges. At least next week's episode looks like it's definitely the beginning of the end. Yeah, I thought it was going to be 893. I was actually wrong about that. It actually is going to wrap up with the next chapter, 896. Yeah, the way it looks from the scenes you'll see in the next episode, yep, it definitely is going to wrap up there. Now, normally I would also talk about the new chapter of One Piece manga, but even the manga just came back from a 2-week break. It's on another break again, which last time I checked, the same thing happened last year in August where it had 2 breaks. Like, it had just come back from a break, and then after release new chapter it takes another break. Yeah, the case of that one, that was actually due to Weekly Shonen Jump having all the books take a week off. In the case of recently, I have not heard exactly what the reason why there was no new chapter of the One Piece manga for 2 weeks. Yeah. This overall was a damn good episode. I love the transformation sequence they have for Snake Man. It's similar to that of something from Power Rangers, where it's the steam basically just, yeah, because in this form, like, steam rolls off and like it does in Gear 2, at least second gear, and the steam just wraps around him and covers him. You see, like, change shape of his eyes. His chest simply the same look that he gets when he's either in the Tank Man or Bounty Man form. And his legs are actually a lighter red than they are when he's in the Bouncy Man form. Heck, even Katakuri, both in the manga and the anime, noted that Luffy looks slightly different in the Snake Man form than he does in the Bouncy Man form. Yeah, that was actually a line that's actually they kept from the manga. Yeah. And of course, Katakuri also one point during the at least 2 points during the episode where he goes to a donut mode and rolls on Mirror World. Yeah. Overall, fantastic episode. Can't wait for next week's episode, which is going to be now as of this most recent episode, because they just adapted the entire chapter 895. There is exactly 7 more chapters left to go to be adapted. There's 7 left. So we'll probably wrap this arc up in just 7 episodes. Yes, 7. Might be 8 due to maybe they want to extend the manga. They might extend it a little bit, or like after this particular arc. And this is what a lot of people do want to see for this anime. Like right after they finish up Whole Cake, they want to see filler, because there has not been a filler arc since that 3-part of the end of the previous season of the show, which aired 2 years ago. Yeah, this season's going on for 2 years. The last season that went on this long was season 17. And that was like a little over 2 years length of how long the season was. When the season wraps up, I will give my final thoughts on the season as a whole and how I felt, though, about this particular season. It has ups and downs, per se. So, that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned for my Comic Corner. First of 3 today. Yeah, I did say yesterday I wasn't going to do 3, but I ran out of time yesterday. So, yeah, I have 3 Comic Corners today. And here's the thing. They have one big thread in common, these 3 particular Comic Corners. They're all trades with stuff written by Chris Claremont. And they're X-Men trades. Okay? You'll find out what they are, the first 2, in my next video. Okay? But see you in the next review. Bye.